Can you believe what you are seeing? This is the race-leading car of Pipo Derani, Cadillac Racing, upside down on the tyre wall, leading the race by some 12 seconds, and contact with a GT competitor, Miguel Molina.
Derani going to the outside of the Ferrari, and either Derani comes across or the Ferrari moves over a bit, and just a huge impact into the tires, which launches Derani up with a twist. Massive frontal impact.
There it is, yeah. I don't think Anthony Nicolosi can be blamed anything like that. The catch fencing doing its job, and the car coming back down onto all four wheels, which is what we like to see. Nicolosi actually did a pretty good job of keeping his car.
Some damage at the back of Ostella's car, which might not have turned as well as it should have.
He clearly was in the dirty part of the racetrack. That's when the car just started going straight, or it appears like it goes straight. Actually, what it does is it quits turning.
Yeah, and it caught that left front, and that kind of turned the front in, so it wasn't like a head-on, you know, full force impact there. So Stella goes round, and there, the car gets hit at the back. Montecalvo.
He was lucky not to hit the pit wall, you know.
Without
trying to get round and start another lap, I think, after spinning at turn 16, loses the back end of the car. Again, fairly early in the piece, almost a carbon copy of what happened at 16, but this time into 17, and slams into the first row of tyre barriers. And the Ally 48 crew are going to have some
corner, and that's where the impact was. And you can't help but wonder, because once again the contact was to the right rear, and something on the right failed. That's why the car snapped so quickly. So
Oh, that is a massive hit.
Oh, I felt that.
Oh. Huh. I wonder if Salazzi was trying to tuck in the inside of the Falcon Porsche there and got on the curb big time and then hit.
Is there that we're going to, he'll have to make a visit, I think, to the infield care center, but he is talking to the crew.
Well, we have got an onboard camera on that car, and there was absolutely no retardation at all as he tried to stand on the brakes. He knew to start with, Jeremy, yes, and then it seemed to stop. He tried to turn, realised it wasn't going to turn, and straightened up the wheels and aimed for the tyre barrier. Now, tyre barriers don't look sexy and technical, but banded tyre barriers with that rubberized, almost conveyor belt in front do a brilliant job of dissipating energy. And the front of that Mazda has done it's done a pretty good job of saving the front of that Mazda. It's deranged the nose cone of that car just from the initial. Coming through turn 17, just seems to have lost it, slid towards the driver's right. Now, was that two accidents then? He's hit the inside wall, and the Ferrari, in trying to avoid him maybe, has hit the tyre wall and arriving on the scene, having just been lapped. Hit the car as he came around. It's the only thing I can think of. Yes, that's exactly what's happened. As Saavedra reversed the lock on the car to try. His driver's door is stuck up against the wall. It was at turn 2, actually, through into 3. They were battling for position. Oh, Pereira lost it early, and Billy Johnson was absolutely nothing to do with him. Frank Pereira losing it under the brakes, tried to go to the inside and avoid the AMG, but was heading to the scene of the accident very quickly, and all he did was take Billy Johnson with him, I'm afraid. Billy Johnson out of the car. And
that's why he hit pit lane. Oh, look at that. You see the twitch there on that BMW. Watch, just loses it. Oh, nearly gets the Corvette. That's the 11 car right now. Tanzan Bell behind the wheel, one of the more experienced drivers in this field that catches out the best. You can't do anything. It's like
one more look. There's the Audi GTD car in the middle. Magnussen just goes to turn in, and
I think he's completely unaware that Estray's down to the inside.
Well, he doesn't know he's there, but he also can't afford to turn in late because it's wet out there. But you see this speed, this is the thing we were talking about, where that GTD car actually has maybe more top speed until they get to the brakes.
Well, and then
get around him.
Yeah, and then you go back to anti-lock braking system, even though you're not braking.
Big incident indeed, coming through turn one. He's rolled it. It's actually gone all the way over and back onto its wheels. Exactly the same wiggle that Felipe Nasser had when he came into contact with Vautier leaving the pit. Exactly the same wiggle in exactly the same place. Went left, snapped right, but without Vautier there to straightening him back up again, which is effectively what happened for Nasser. He's gone into the tyre wall and rolled it over back onto its wheels, or what was left of its wheels.
Of many of the pros in this field, but you know, you just can't be.
I guess he thought he could get it spun around, but he actually spun farther
too
than
far.
he went to, and wound up perpendicular to the oncoming traffic.
Now, looping it around, you basically carry no speed. You're not getting out of the way quickly on a high-speed corner. I mean, it's just a bad decision.
It's a show too.
See the 10 car far left. He went through the field there. Jordan Taylor. See wheels flying. I mean,
boy, oh boy, where do you go in real time?
Tagliafico tried to turn it, so he didn't go head in, so it clouded his left side, and that would have probably
yanked the wheel.
Yanked the wheel and got the wrist injury.
There's the original spin.
Just stop right there. Just slow down.
Wait. He's got a corner worker to his left here.
Well, he's got his back to him too, so he wasn't getting. Oh man!
I didn't see a flag out there either.
No. There goes the 10 through the grass, filling up the
smart decision. Hopefully,
of the screen. There's the Nissan coming in backwards. Oh my goodness me! So they both lost it on the way into the corner. There's other cars around. Again, I wonder if there was something on the circuit, because they were both backwards and sideways as they came into shot. And there's the GMG Porsche just missing out. The Cadillac coming through turn 17 and hitting the wall hard and then bouncing out. Big stack of tyres and a fabulous move by Tom Dyer to get it to get the hard car into the pit. Headlamp went off. Headlamp went off on the left-hand side of the Cadillac coming into 17. He then turns in. I wonder if he's fiddling with something, trying to get it back. He's way offline, and then he just understeers to the wall and is half a car's width too wide and hits the stack of tyres very